Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about... Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Doué, looking to play him in, spread out to the left, well read, and the danger is averted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature, who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine, who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tchouaméni. And it's Kanté. Aimed beyond the defence. Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the...
Big chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Bellingham. Still goalless. Tchouaméni. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Olise. Now it's Thuram. Out to the left it goes. And it's Kanté. Thinks about the shot. Chooses to go back. Oh, cracking ball. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's gone out for a throw-in. Tchouaméni. Asensio. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior touches it back. Mbappe. Olise. So what can they make of this? Ball played for Kanté. And it's Hernandez. Brilliantly cut out. Valverde. That is ended up in no man's land. Doué. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. This looks promising. He is through here. He's in space and looking for options. And he's cut it out. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Tries a shot! He's scored! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. Fling. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Elise. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here.
They want...
And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time. Each side... Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid take the lead. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Rodrigo. Knocks it out wide. In towards the back stick.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Now it's Rodrigo. Swept in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Doué. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Asensio. Valverde. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. And it's Digne. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chouameni. Doué. Now it's Olise. Looking for the run. Shoots! Sticks it away! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Has a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Olise is standing over this one.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Now this could be a... shooting chance! Off the post! Lofted in. It's out for a goal kick. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now who's going to be first to this? Gets into some space. Brahim Diaz. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Madrid have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's... And the shot! That's going to go a long way. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Short changes him with that pass. Played into space. Howson cuts it out. He's gone forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Brahim Diaz. Here comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Olise getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Changement pour la France. Le
It's
numéro
their
24.
second corner of the game.
Le numéro 25. À leur place, le numéro 7. Le numéro 6.
Camavinga plays it short. So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Now it's Olise. And it comes. He's got four. Oh, it's hit the post. Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
France go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Now, can he find a finish?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Here's Barcola, Olise. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's beautifully weighted. Digne gets it clear. And it's Ceballos. Looking for options for movement. That's a cute ball.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Garcia. Goulet. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Klaus clears it away. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We have already started here.
It's ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And it's Hernandez.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Doué.
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with the corner, they're first.
They've played it short.
He's being urged to shoot. Done delicately. And it's Doué!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise. Who do you think this turns on? Doué! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Tchouaméni, passing is crisp and sharp. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Threads one in. Dembele receives it in a wide position.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Olise.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Hernandez. That is Conte. Here's Tchouaméni. Thuram proves too strong. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Great vision. Shot could be... Shoots! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Upamecano. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Olise. And here's Thuram.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is a brilliant interception. Conte. Doué. Played out to the right. Oh, this looks sharp. Tchouaméni. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now, can they get him away? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Koundé. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that's put paid to a promising move. Thuram picks it up out wide. Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Doué.
Temps additionnel.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram is... And there is the half-time whistle. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Merci.
So off we go once more.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Knocks it into space. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Serves up a cross. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Zaire Emery. Konate. Mbappe tries to play it through. Thinks about the shot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the shot! Right from the top draw. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
À leur place,
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Defending of the desperate variety. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Doué. That's an excellent interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Deftly away. France have reclaimed it. France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Changement.
In towards the back stick. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Saliba, distributed tidily. Ball played for Klaus. Tries to pass it through. And there's the shot! And one more try! Can he get on the end of this? It's come to nothing. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he spark a counter here? 5 minutes left on the clock. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcola. Oh, it's Dembele. Klaus. Kante deals with that comfortably.
France truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Barcola
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Turns and goes back.
Dembele. Doué. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That has been cut short. Klaus. And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Dink through. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rudiger running with the ball. Neymar. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Messi considers his options, and this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Messi. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Neymar. Can he finish? No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Barcelona are doing... Neymar! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Real chance! And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. Neymar! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's worked it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky.
Takes a shot!
Suarez just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he cuts out the supply. Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Quality ball. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's good vision. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a little off target. And it's Isco. Can he get it through? Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Threads one in. Lovely, now then. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Plays in a big header. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Barcelona finding their passes.
Lovely ball. Chance! Yes, it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Eder Militao to Isco. Xavi Alonso. Eder Militao. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 2.
Barcelona kick off the second half.
El dorsal 8.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Bellingham. Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Isco. It's Isco! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Neymar. Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Bellingham. Luis Suarez. Araujo spots it and intercepts. And here's Messi. He slings, he gets big. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Iniesta. Messi. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's got a... Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. And the finish! Against the crossbar. Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Neymar. He is through here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Bernal. Nicely shaped ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
There's the header!
once more. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have
19.
got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nicely weighted ball, and that's been drilled in. And they're back on the ball again. Bellingham in acres of space out wide.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Griezmann. Now that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Floated through. Now that's well seen too.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a cute ball. Araujo gets across to intercept that. And here's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. And that's played in low. Koundé with the clearance. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Griezmann.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Ah, now
dorsal
some
5.
movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 21.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Could be danger here. Goes for a shot!
2 minutos de descuento.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Rashford.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that will be the final act. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Conte knocks it into space. Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doué. Koundé for Olise.
Olise really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That is Conte. Nice looking ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Caresses it through.
Takes a shot! Goal! France are back on level terms.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Olise. Oh, that's neat. No way through, so back it comes. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's been slipped through, and he's quick to get it clear again.
Saliba.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hernandez. Conte. Stood up well to him there. Thuram. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Doué. Conte. Conte. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Olise. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Kante receives it in a wide position. Olise, who does have an assist to his name.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's being shifted off it. Doué. Oh, this is a terrific run. No luck with that dink over the top. Conte. Tchouaméni. Olise. That is a great pick out. Tchouaméni. Doué. And it's Koundé. Now that looks a decent ball. Tchouaméni. Doué. And here's Barcola.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Saliba wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
France really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Que des informations sur le trafic viennent de s'afficher sur l'écran géant. Changement.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise. Now it's Thuram. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Doué. Nice bit of skill and he's away. Now it's Thuram. Caught offside that time. Saliba. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Koundé.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Thuram. That's a decent clearance. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He's going for goal! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Tchouaméni cannot be that slow. and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Doué.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mbappe. Olise. Almost an hour gone. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Doué. Olise. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Strong running down that left flank. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe has a look inside the box. He came in hard, very hard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doué. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Conte. Doué. Olise. It's a good run down the right. Oh, nice touch. And it's Koundé. And here's Olise in with the challenge. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Olise. They'll have one final crack at it. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Olise's cross. And smartly reclaimed. A corner it is then. Tchouaméni with the short one. Mbappe making good progress on the right-hand side. Koundé. Koundé drives forward on the overlap. That is lovely.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And this is Dembele. He's on it. Dembele! Now it's Thuram. Shot could be on. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Koundé gets into some space. He's got through. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Looking to play him in. Deep cross. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Conte. Oh, good spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, nicely intercepted. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And smartly reclaimed. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Thuram. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Saliba. And he's in on goal. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to pass it through. Doué. Great chance! Goal! France! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now, he's got space here. He's in a good position here. It'll be a throw-in. Here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a pretty loose pass. France have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Olise and Koundé, and here's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. No joy this time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out for a throw. And that has been clubbed away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
France clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
France are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Attention, changement.
Here we go again. Digne. And it's Kanté. Oh, that's superb. And the shot! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Played out wide. Koundé. Ball driven towards the far post. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Olise is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Deftly away. There could be trouble here. He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Changement.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kanté. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Olise is in a really good position out wide. Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kanté. Tries a measured ball. And has made sure that's not getting through. That's going to go a long way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And they've got rid. Tchouaméni, nicely spread. That's a cute ball. Dembele looking to run onto it. That is lovely. Tries a shot! Cleared without hesitation. Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here comes another cross. Punched away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Thuram. No, he's not getting his way this time. France have a free kick.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 24, le numéro 10, le numéro 5. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 20, le numéro 6, le numéro 21. Changement en cours.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, cracking chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And it's Camavinga.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that's a dangerous ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Barcola.
This is the time you need that pace.
Olise going full steam ahead down the left flank. Skillfully cut out. And that's that. France did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.